What's up? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Cryptocurrency Theory, where it's hot as fuck. It's hot as fuck. It's like, I don't know, 80 degrees here. It's never this hot here. Sweat my ass off. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to try to cut the fan here. Turn off this Dyson. All right. Gotta leave it on a little bit though, or I'm gonna not be able to breathe in here. It's hot as hell. The day that you wish you had AC. So welcome back to the channel, guys. And no, I do not have a shirt on, if you guys are wondering. At least we have it somewhat less redneck. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Come watch me sweat. What's up? Sweat off gains, sweat off losses. See if you degenerate pieces of shit got time to come down to a live stream. God damn it. Looks like two people are already here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? Mr. Fool, what's up? Back from past master night, perfect timing. What's good, man? How you doing? What's up, Fool? Got Mr. Fool in the house, guys. We are live on Cryptocurrency Theory looking at prices. Thought I'd come on here and give you guys a quick update since I'm just sitting around with my thumb in my ass. So I thought I'd come on here and say hi. Looks like it's just me and you, Mr. Fool, but what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's do the damn thing. Guys, we've been following prices pretty hardcore here. I wish we had a little bit more action to talk about. Obviously, you know, the prices are a bit non-enthusiastic at the moment, but I think we'd all agree that these are when we start seeing upticks, is when we have these sideways down actions, which is pretty much nothing. And really the slightest jump would probably be more exciting than this. I mean, talk about boring here. I think Mr. Fool was talking about it a couple of weeks back, off and on, right? Mr. Fool even saying the bull run that never came, or the what is it, the non, I don't know what it was he said, Mr. Full. Sorry, like I said, it's a bit hot here. We're just trying to come on here and bring some type of communion to the crypto holders out there. We don't know who you are, we don't know where you're at, but we know half of you are in the United States, so you should be down here at the show here. I'm sure we'll pop into something. I'm sure somebody will bring up something in the discussion here. I mean, shit's going on this year. It's just not, you know, the prices were just very short fizzle. I mean, it was just kind of boring, honestly. We hyped them up. Some good stuff came out of it on the channel. We brought some good content, but was it really worth it? I don't know. Not sure at this point, but I don't know that I ever was. You know? Pop in here, see if anybody's arriving. It might just be me and you, Mr. Full, tonight. The summer of disappointment. That was what it was you were talking about. That was what it was. The summer of disappointment. BSB, BSB and a couple other coins were really the only ones that even went up this week. You know, to be fair, I think Bitcoin SV is up about 28% last I checked for the month. But, you know, once we see these price collapse, you can almost guarantee coins that have mining and coins that have some of these tokenomics built into it. Yeah, I mean, I don't even see Bitcoin SV up now, which is just so fucking weird. I thought it was up yesterday, but that's what I'm saying. It moved so fast. And that's because it was at 28% according to August 5th. But now that we moved into the August 8th 3-month graph, it doesn't even look up. You know, it doesn't even look up, which is just insane. Because just the other day, we were sitting up at like 28% up on BSV. And that's what I'm saying, guys. A lot of people here have been leaving comments saying, you know, we'll go through them and all, kind of touting their, you know, tooting their own horns, saying, oh, you know, I caught them. I'm so glad I sold. And, you know, I take all this stuff with a grain of salt, guys, honestly. Like when somebody tries to tell me that they sold at the perfect time and they bought back at a perfect time, I think in my head, like, why aren't you making videos? I don't think of like, oh my God, I want to be you. I think of how probably likely full of shit you are, because people that really do that, you think they really have the interest in coming down and talking about it and trying to like be like, oh yeah, you know, I sold at the perfect time and Look at me, I'm so badass. Now I can buy all these coins. But it's like do an update video on your portfolio and show us the buy and sell orders like I've done on this channel, and then we'll kind of be in concurrence with what you're talking about. But until then, these people are probably one and the same. They're just on here to talk about how good they're doing and how bad crypto is doing. And my question is if crypto is doing so bad, why are you watching the channel? It's kind of funny. I think these are all the same people. I think these are all the same entities that are just create multiple names, and they're actually the biggest fans of the channel, which is kind of funny, on some respects. To hate the channel so much, you guys keep coming back down. I don't know, Mr. Fool, you tell me. Is there anything on here worth watching? Pop in here, see what you're doing here. Andy, what's good? What's good? This guy is a fiat maxi. He won't even take BCH. No, that's not true. I got BCH up in the top corner there. If you send me a payment, I'll get it instantly. That's the beauty of the network. I don't have to wait a fucking hour for the payment or 10 minutes for Bitcoin to decide that it has enough space and to fit me into a block. I can just get it immediately. So, I don't know. Maybe, Andy, you were talking about something about somebody buying a house on Bitcoin Cash. And the thing is, guys, is like, we're not to that at that point. If you guys ever watched that real estate show, Selling Sunset, you remember the hot blonde that was on there? She and her husband, the software guru, they were actually in the process about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, building out an escrow company that took crypto. But down here in Mexico, the only way you could, I could maybe facilitate something like that is if I talked directly with the owner of the development that I'm living in and say, hey, I have somebody that wants to buy one of your homes, but they want to buy it with Bitcoin Cash. Is there any way we could work around the banks? Obviously, if you're going to pay cash, that would obviously be something, worth discussing. But the thing is people ask me these questions, but they have no actual real intention of actually buying a property with Bitcoin Cash, which is kind of funny because I just don't see the point of a lot of these people in this crypto space, guys, they have really big egos, and really they don't have a real big bag to back it up. I'm not sitting here saying that I do either. I'm just sitting here saying that when you spend enough time in the crypto space, you start finding out that it's just like, what is it? It's just like jail. Everybody's a jailhouse lawyer. Everybody's a hero in jail, or everybody's a big shot. And a lot of these people, guys, a lot of these crypto people, they're just wanting to get rich quick, and they got no money to begin with. I would say if you don't have you'd have to have about close to between about 50 to 100 grand to come anywhere close to this being $1 million portfolio come the peak of the bull run. And I would say that even at that, you're going to fall short. You really need to have over 100 grand at the current moment, because you got to do basic math here. If you're looking at a 10x, a lot of coins probably aren't going to do a 10x. Hopefully the ones we're talking about here on the channel, I have the best intentions that they will, just because they have mining and they have a finite supply. They're not just inflated like puppy coin and all these meme tokens that are just basically. You got to remember, guys, when those coins are up, as people are going into them, the same person that created the coin is simultaneously building out positions on the downside to profit on the downside. So you got to understand that, like, the coins that we're talking about here on the channel, if you're ever wondering which ones they are, from the top to the left to the right, we got Zcash, Dash, Monero, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Neo, ETH, the fork of Ethereum Classic, which is to the right of that in green, and Decred. And all those are mineable to a certain extent. Not all of them now. Obviously, ETH is not mineable. Neo is not mineable. But even those two proof of stake coins, even at that, they do have things implemented that are different from their staking protocol comparatively to every other coin that people are touting about, right? That is kind of the difference between the two up there that aren't proof of work, is that the two proof of stake coins that we do have are obviously the biggest one, ETH. And I would say, like, Neo is not a big coin that much anymore. It's just a coin that I've kind of enjoyed over the years, and build out more than a novelty holding in it. It's kind of one of my moonshot coins. You guys know Dash and Zcash and Neo are kind of like my moonshot coins, because I'm pretty confident that Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV will play out how we've been talking about on the channel. We saw that kind of play out with Bitcoin Cash and BSV at the beginning of the year. You know, it's kind of one of those things where it's still kind of a gamble. I mean, obviously, the whole entire crypto market is a gamble if you haven't noticed. But just based on the tokenomics and the fact that there's you know, a finite supply, you know, the adjustable block size limit on Bitcoin Cash and the experimental stuff and the fact that you can't buy Bitcoin SV a lot of places, you know, I would say that's likely going to at least propel those two coins on the upside. As far as Zcash, you know, it's probably kind of in that same ballpark, in my opinion, just maybe a little less likely. And obviously Dash and Neo, you got to have some moonshot coins in your portfolio, because what if, you know? You gotta play into the what ifs, guys, because if you don't play into the what ifs, you're just playing into what the news and the media is telling you. And I can tell you, just from what we've seen with Solana this past year with the meme tokens and the fact that Solana fizzled all the way from $200, $180 when I told you guys here on the channel, hey, Solana's now where everybody's buying it, and of course it's came down. But there's just nothing on. There's no backbone to these coins. You know, some of these coins on here, they're just there's no limit. There's no cap supply. There's no mining. There's nothing guaranteeing anything other than the fact that they're going to go down based on people buying them. You know, a lot of these, and a lot of people come in here and they're like, oh, book a meme and, you know, Pepe. But like a lot of these people, guys, they haven't made money on these coins. And even if they have, it's like, it's nothing, you know, it's nothing. It's like saying I put $1,000 on Pepe and made fucking $5,000. It's still nothing. You know, these people, they're just, again, the crypto space is just plagued with wannabes. You know, a lot of people that talk about coins that discredit the stuff we're talking about here on the channel. If they actually came onto the channel, which I said anybody that ever wants to come on this show that has, you know, that wants to discredit what I'm talking about, you guys are welcome to come back here. Because the funniest thing is for one, they won't, because I've made the offer. I've extended the offer multiple times and nobody ever comes on. And then secondly, they don't even know, like, they don't know anything about crypto. They just know the marketing campaign that they've been given, and that's the whole reason this market just pulls people in and then washes them out just as fast, if not faster. And you know, we never see any serious people actually come in here and actually get in on a lot of these coins, because people that are serious about making money in crypto, they don't come in here and buy a lot of this stuff people are talking about, you know, and that's a lot of the reason we keep reverting back to the original stuff, because we know at the end of the day, you know, when coins have things like mining and they have a finite supply and they have block rewards that get diminished every certain amount of time, and there is hash power and there are things, different market dynamics that push the coins certain prices, we can almost, without a shadow of a doubt, know that these coins are better than 99% of the market caps out there, because 99% of the market caps in cryptocurrency is absolute garbage. You know, I read an article earlier that was talking about the $1 trillion market cap, broad crypto market cap wipeout. But, you know, half the shit you read online isn't even true, because I don't think we ever hit a $3 trillion market cap. If we did, it was extremely short lived. But I don't think we ever did. I think we started topping out at about 2.7 trillion. And I would say most of that was garbage anyways. I mean, like I said, like most of those coins that went up at the beginning of the year, with the exception of like BSV and Bitcoin Cash, like what were the coins? You know, it was people chasing layer twos, people chasing meme coins on Solana. And I don't have to, it's kind of the funniest part, guys, is I don't have to wonder about what happened to those people, because I know those people didn't make money. They had, you know, very small positions that were, to begin with, no whale or nobody in their logical mind would go into a lot of these coins based on just doing a little bit of research. And it's just funny because everybody always says, oh, I made all these money on this coin and this token, but you never see them make a video. You never see them make a video with their buy and sell order or show their portfolio. You might say, well, dude, you don't ever do that. And that's the thing is, guys, we've done that on the channel where I've walked you through my entire crypto portfolio and let you guys know where I'm at. And you guys have watched the channel. You guys have a pretty clear idea where my portfolio is at. Yeah, it's not doing the best, but it's not doing bad either. From a starting Moonwatch position, I got no complaints. I'm doing all right. And, we've just been getting a lot of it. I think it's kind of the same people. I think, like I said, I think it's the same people that are kind of doing this kind of thing, this trying to make it seem like, oh, they have these great positions and they're making all this money. But you just got to remember, at the end of the day, the coins at the top of that screen, there is a limited number of them. With the exception of Ethereum. I don't know about Neo. I'll have to double check on that. But every other coin on there, guys, there's only a certain amount of them. So it's not a race to the top of getting there. It's just a matter of time till somehow these coins will go up based on my established positions. Because my established positions on a lot of these coins like Dash, I got low buys on these, entry points. I don't have $1,000 Dash coin purchases. Some people did. Obviously, people were buying Dash when it was $1,000, $1,500. But a lot of these coins, like Zcash, probably one of my worst performers. Honestly, you guys know about that. But I know people that have been buying Zcash, and they got no complaints buying it at fucking $18. I can tell you that. They got no complaints buying it at $18. Just like I got no complaints buying Dash at $30, even though it's down from there. What is Dash at, by the way? It's been a while since I've even looked. But it's just kind of funny. Yeah, $23. But I got no complaints buying Dash at 30. You guys know I purchased some Dash over the course of last year. I traded some of my Bitcoin Cash for it, and obviously, whatever you sell, in my opinion, usually ends up going up, which is kind of just the double-sided evil of crypto. But either way, my overall crypto portfolio is still up, so I got no complaints there. See what you guys are saying here. But like Mr. Full said, the summer of disappointment. And obviously, when we went up in March, I knew we were going to come down. I was telling you guys when Bitcoin Cash hit around $600, a little over 600, I said, expect a pullback. I'm not a fortune teller, but expect a pullback. Obviously, I thought we'd dip down, maybe into April, May, but I thought we'd ramp back up a little bit, at least see another spike back up to a double top. Didn't see that. Kind of just treaded on down. Now we're down over 50%. But I would also say, like, a lot of the people that bought at 600 are probably gone. I'm sure there's a handful of them that are still holding. And if those people hold, they will come out of this. They will come out of this in the green. All right, we got Andy. Okay. On WoW, your comments with customers more like you. I don't get you, man. I don't understand, Andy. What is your deal? What are you so mad about? That people aren't accepting crypto in Mexico to purchase real estate? Sure, I'd love for them to as well, but I can't make people accept crypto. Don't blame me. It seems like you're saying it's my fault that somebody else won't take crypto. Hey guys, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, I accept crypto. I'm the biggest one on here on the internet talking about Bitcoin Cash in terms of accepting it. Me and a handful of other channels. That's why you see that QR code at the top corner. You guys can always send Bitcoin Cash to me. I get it immediately. And it's just so funny because a lot of people pretty much never send me Bitcoin Cash, which is fine. I'm just saying, I wish everybody would accept crypto. And like I said, I do plan on doing a marketing campaign down here in Mexico once the prices go up. Obviously, I gotta make a living out. I can't really stop to do that when prices are down. But as prices move up, yeah, you'll see, guys. You'll see how this is gonna play out if the prices go up. Now, if they don't, I'm sitting here like you guys. Bye. We'll see you later. You keep commenting on the channel, and you make it seem like it's my fault people won't accept crypto as payments. Like, what the fuck, dude? Get a life. Get a life. You want to pay someone with fiat while keep your appreciation like crypto. Exactly. And guys, the thing is there are people that probably would accept crypto as a form of payment, but like, it just seems stupid. It seems stupid to, not stupid for people to accept crypto, but for these people to be like saying the stuff they say. It's like they have no experience with like fucking anything. But, you know, hopefully Andy will keep commenting like he always does to pretty much most videos and talking about how stupid I am for other people not accepting crypto. Like, that's going to get you somewhere. So, I mean, I don't get a lot of people, man. People are just fucking morons. BSB is down 300% for the year. Where do you even buy that thing? You can get it on a lot of places, actually. You can get it on the Rock wallet. You guys can get it on Exodus wallet. You guys can swap it there. And to be fair, there's no such thing as something being down 300%. I mean, just for mathematical purposes. Okay. The way that crypto, and we can look at it, we'll look at BSB. But there's no way for something to theoretically be down 300%. Now, I see what you're saying, but I'm just saying from a mathematical standpoint, when we look at the log graph, it actually doesn't look that bad. A lot of people have been kind of hating on Bitcoin SV. I mean, you got to remember, it went down to $18, $17. I told you guys I was watching it when it dropped back here in June of 2023. So people that bought it, and I know for a fact there were people buying it because I remember people commenting when we were making videos back then, they're up over 100%. Now, obviously, I see what you're saying. It's down 300%. It's 2 times 8, 120. So I see what you're saying. So you're saying it's down 200% from the 120 point, which it never really reached. I'm just giving you a little bit of leeway on your math. It's not accurate to say that something's down 300% when it's not. Now, obviously, for the month we're green, you must be making an assumption about the 6 month chart, I guess, from the very top to now. But see, guys, that's why I keep telling you that. And CZ from Binance, who, by the way, is going to be released at the end of the month from prison, he said this as well, that the gains in crypto happens from long-term holdings and long-term purchasing. It's really rare that I would say that people get in at the very bottom and they sell at the very top, because you got to remember, the graph is only given to us from the buy and sell orders in past tense, right? It's not like the graph we're able to know where the graph is going from where it's been at the lowest point. It's irrational to think on any coin, including Bitcoin Core, any coin that you can think of, that people are getting in at the very bottom and selling at the very top. Of course, they'll say that. You'll hear a whole bunch of, people and everybody say, "Oh, well, I got in at the bottom and I sold at the top. I'm rich." But it's like, we know you're not. For clarification purposes, we know that you didn't do that. But let's just say hypothetically you did. Well, if you got in a Bitcoin SV at the bottom, you're up over 100%. You're coming up over 150%, $17. 34 plus 17, you'll be at 200% if we go back up over $60. So my point is over $50. So it's irrational to think that most people, or if not even 1 or 2 people, are getting in at the very bottom and at the very top. The only people that are establishing those 2 points in time are likely crypto exchanges or whales that have built out positions that are built out mathematically in the form of buy and sell orders and spoof orders that are creating this whole thing. That's why you hear the word slippage in crypto a lot of times. And the reason is if you can get in somewhere at the bottom, that's what I keep telling you guys, if you can get in somewhere at the bottom and you get out and your goal is to sell and then trade it and get out somewhere in the top, you're good. That's what happened with me with Ethereum, guys. I got in Ethereum at like $100. I sold a little bit under $1,000. Now, did I miss the big jump to 3,000-4,000? Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because I was still so much in the green. I was already up 10x almost in some cases. I think I even had some purchases at 97 and I think $97 or something like that. It was under 100. I had some purchases. And it's very true and accurate to say, like, if I would still be holding, I would be up more. But it's also irrational to think that you're going to sell at the perfect time and you're going to buy at the perfect time. Obviously, there's people that do better than others. I'm just saying, the likelihood, guys, is pretty low that that's going to happen. So my thing is just get in somewhere at the bottom, and if your goal is to trade, get out somewhere in the top. Don't try to catch the very, that's happened to me too. You try to catch a top and you end up going back in after you've already made insane gains, and then you actually end up losing those insane gains because the market reverses as you're trying to get in, chasing that last little bit of the top. So, where am I getting out at? Probably never. Honestly, you guys are probably never going to see me get out because I have that same stupid mindset that people do. It's you want to keep going. There's never enough that's going to fulfill your need for more. There's no end to it. I've gone all the way up to over $250,000 and back down to fucking 20,000. So it's not. And I've sold some into that. I've sold 20, 30,000 and basically been debt free for fucking 2 years. So I mean, there's benefits to it too, and there's benefits of holding, even though you go all the way back down. It's also stupid to think that you're gonna stay. Here's a really thing that something you should really watch out for too. These people are even stupider than me. They think they're gonna get in at the very bottom. They think they're gonna get out at the very top, and they think they're gonna be able to spend all this money and come back so gracefully at the bottom, the very bottom. That's never gonna happen. Okay, that's absolutely never gonna happen. The best way to trade crypto, if you're thinking about trading it, is get in somewhere at the bottom, exit some positions at a upper bracket when you can rationally say, and what's a rational gain in crypto? I would say anywhere from 300 to 900%. You guys and everybody on this channel, including myself, are all shooting for the 10, 20x. That might last a day. I mean, look at Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash went from $200 up to almost $700 in the course of what, like a month and a half? Let's pull it up and look at the charts. So my point is if we really start looking at it, we start looking at this jump right here, where I know people that actually got in. I actually know people that got in that actually were listening to me at under $100. I know these people did. They told me, they shared it with me. They got in at about $100. And they were up almost immediately, which, that's what I love to see when people get gains immediately. Obviously, I don't know if these people are still in it. I haven't conversed with them, but I hope they are, because it's going to go way higher than what we're seeing here on the graph. Because what's really funny, guys, is we went from 265 US dollars on the 23rd, and not even 9 days later, we were up over $500. So we literally, let's do another thing. So 2/20/2024. So like a month and 2 weeks, we were already up from $230 to almost $700 US dollars. And a lot of that was a drop. We had that big drop, I remember, when that thing was going on with the war in the Middle East. That dropped the whole market, where we saw gold spike in the over the weekend. And it was in the form of crypto. We're not talking about the spot price of gold. We were talking about, the spot price of gold too, but it happened in the crypto markets briefly for about 30 minutes because we were covering it here on the channel, where we saw gold spike while this dip happened right here. Or maybe it was this dip right here. Anywho, my point is that in a matter of 8 days, all these gains were realized and also lost in a lot of cases, because a lot of people jumped in, at $400, $500, and it went down, obviously. So my point is like, there might be a day that we're on the internet talking about we're up 10, 20x on some coins, which would be 2,000%, 1,000% respectively. But what's funny about that is that could only be a day. It doesn't mean they're going to stay up thousands of percents for months on end. That's usually not how crypto plays out. Usually we see a bull run, which pushes most coins up to anywhere from 300 to 700%, where then we get those crazy spikes that only last for very brief. I would say, like, it's hard to rationalize, or it's hard to try to figure out what is going to be the very top of the market. But then also it's hard to figure out how long it's going to stay there, because a lot of times it goes up there for like a few days, 2-3 days, and then it sharply declines 30% or 25% from that very top point. And we know that people come in at those top points because I see on the channel the traffic that's being pushed to my YouTube, which is another reason I created a crypto channel, so I can actually monitor the coins and the influxes in this, not to time the market, hint, 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 but to also see kind of when the traffic's coming in. It's just like people on the channel. We were getting a ton of people coming into the channel with Bitcoin Cash at 500 and 600 bucks. We know that's where people are coming in. So, maybe in the future when we get up to some of these higher prices, I'll share some of my analytical data, and that way you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So my point is don't try to time the market and get in at the very bottom and get out at the very top. Establish positions at the bottom and then exit positions as you see they move into the green. You don't have to sell every coin you got at a 20x. You can sell some at 200% up, 400% up, 6, 8, 7, 8, all the way up. And that's the thing, because in the modern investing world, guys, and that's why crypto is just plagued with the degeneracy of gambling, really, is like on Wall Street, guys, they're never trying to get these crazy gains that we're trying to get in crypto. And that doesn't say anything about crypto other than the fact that it says something about humans, that we're just all greedy pieces of shit because we're all trying to get these maximized, leverage type gains that would only happen in the options market and the futures market, and maybe if you were trading like some type of derivative or, ETF or something. But you got to remember that, like, when people say we're trying to get 1,000% gain or a 20x, which would be a 2,000% gain, just realize that those numbers are literally unachievable for most people to even rationalize getting in the first place. So it's not saying that it won't happen. It's just saying that, the likelihood aggregately goes down as you approach those higher numbers, meaning the closer you get to the 10x to the 2,000% gain, the less likely there's more people in there than that have came out of the positions, in my opinion. I don't have there's no way to really prove that other than, breaking down the math of, various crypto exchanges. And you technically could, but it's just a lot of work to even try to figure that out. So, that's why I say it's just better to get in at the bottom somewhere, get out somewhere in the top if your goal is to trade, and then maybe, let the market kind of calm down or simmer down a bit, and then maybe establish positions as it's going back down. And again, as you're establishing those positions again, it's not like you're getting in all at once at the very bottom again. You're buying it as the market's going down. Obviously, you're going to go into the red on some of those positions. And then as the market reverses back up, that starts pushing. That's what I did with Grayscale. I wasn't, a lot of my BCHG purchases were as it was going down, but now I'm up overall based on my DCAing down. So, it's just one strategy you can implement. Let's go back into the comments. I know people are talking crap tonight. So, BSB. So, are you hoping Trump and RFK will save the crypto scam world? I'm not putting much faith into Donald J. Trump or his sons, honestly. He's done a complete 180, which shows a lot about his character in terms of like where he's at with crypto. What's up, Doug? And like it's like Trump will try to put his name on anything if he thinks it's going to get him attention. It's just like he tried selling those Bibles that was like he had like his name on the Bible or whatnot. That's basically been a lot of his marketing campaign, was like putting his name on things that already exist. And it's kind of funny because a lot of the things that he put his name on, apparently people were talking about were like very crappy products. Like, and I don't have a specific product for you. He's done this numerous times where he'll take something like a Bible or, like a pair of shoes and put Trump on them, or, social media and put Trump on it, and his name just carries the brand. But a lot of times these people that are buying this stuff are just fucking Neanderthals to begin with. They're actually buying into the fact that he has some great thing, and it's just like, what he doesn't have is his own great ideas. That's what he doesn't have. But, all crypto is a scam. I would say most crypto is a scam. All crypto is not a scam. That's where people make a mistake, is they generalize the coins that we're talking about here on the channel with every other coin, and that's just by definition not accurate at all. If you look at 99% of the crypto market out there, they do not have a cap supply, meaning the development team or the one person or the one entity can create inflation within the community or devalue your coins, and we've seen this numerous times with founders like Richard Hart with Hex and fucking what's another influencer, YouTube influencer BitBoy with Bitcoin. We've seen this play out dozens of times, and I'm sure it will always be this way. But the coins that we talk about here on the channel, there's only a certain amount of, in most cases. Obviously not Ethereum, Neo, it's a little bit different, but for the most part, so it has to be a distinct difference that you recognize here on the channel. It's not that we have the secret formula. These coins might do worse than memes this cycle. I don't know, but fundamentally they are different. And if you start looking into them more, you'll start to notice that the coins that we're talking about here are very different in respects to their implementation of protocol. So, it's not true to say that, really. Yeah, ETC is going to crush it, Doug. You're not lying. That was the best performing coin I had last cycle, guys. And obviously, you guys know I have exposure through Grayscale through the ETCG Trust. But nonetheless, it was the best performing coin. And you know what's funny is I actually went in on Ethereum Classic kind of as a bet. I actually ended up selling a house at the end of the year of 2020. And, I put the check right into Fidelity. And I'm like, I'm going to try this Grayscale thing out, see how it goes. And literally within like 2 months, it ballooned up 9x. And it was it was the best performing coin I had by far. And I think it'll do it again. Ethereum Classic, I know you guys like the videos about Ethereum Classic, and I do that to see how many people. It's a very hot coin. It's a very popular coin. People like it. They like the price point on it. The tokenomics make sense on it. And it's a finite supply too, and it's the original Ethereum. For people that don't know, it's ETH is actually the fork of Ethereum, which is kind of funny because a lot of people don't even know that. Peter, what's good? BTC, Litecoin, Chainlink are all part of the new system. Yeah, I mean, Chainlink kind of, that's kind of a coin too that gained a lot of popularity in 2021. We don't really talk about it as much as I guess we should, obviously. People like it, Chainlink, Polygon, these newer coins. They're going to be the coins, I think, too, that I don't know that this is only a prediction, right? We're only speculating on this channel. It's not giving you guys financial stuff. But I do think Chainlink, I do think Polygon, the Graph, 8coins, some of these coins that came into, come into existence in 2021, or at least became really popular in 2021, I think they're going to go up, but I don't think they're going to be top performing coins. I don't think they're going to be the 20x coins. And maybe mine won't be either. I'm not putting them down. I hope they are. I really do. I hope that people that hold them, I hope they do experience that. But I think they're going to be more in like the 6 to 7, 800% range, which is still phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. And I could be wrong. Maybe these coins will be the ones that everybody flocks to. But it's just my opinion that those coins are going to move kind of strategically with the broader crypto market. I don't think they're going to be the coins that balloon. Now, obviously, I don't have the for sure answer to that. I could be wrong, but Mert Demir. I don't know. I don't know. Are you just the same person with a different name? I mean, it's like the vibe I get. It's like a lot of these hater guys, people that come into the channel, guys, they just use different screen names and they just come in and out of the channel, which is kind of funny because we never used to get these type of people coming in up till recently. Since I think we hit about 2,000 subscribers, we started getting like a lot of people that come in that just want to hate on the channel, which is funny because you're not putting me down. I know where my bag's at. I know where my coins are, and yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll come back to that comment and see where you're at because we're at $43, I think, now on Bitcoin SV. And, you got to take some risk in this crypto world, guys. If you're just chasing a coin that everybody's talking about, expect what everybody else is going to get, which is going to be diddly dookie. If you don't know what diddly dookie is, it's D-I-D-D, silent Z, L-Y, D-O-O-K-I-E, diddly dookie. And what diddly dookie is just boring ass gains. And in a boring ass gain in crypto is anything under 500%. And as we move into the bull run, I think a lot of these same people, not to say any names, but I think a lot of these same people that come in here that think they have the greatest coins, yet they keep coming and telling us how great their coins are and how bad our coins are. these are going to be the same people that don't experience real crypto gains. And unless you've experienced the 9 to 12x like I have, you 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 might as well go to the fucking golf course and talk with your friends about Nvidia, buying Nvidia at the very top, because you're just not going to get. You gotta allocate some of your portfolio to high risk coins. Now that doesn't mean you gotta put your portfolio into like memes. I don't suggest doing that, especially these layer twos on Solana. They're all garbage, guys. And the thing is a lot of times when these meme coins go up, you're not even able to sell them. So the coins that we're talking about here on the channel, again, that list is at the top as we move into the higher price points, which I think we're going to see pretty soon here, guys. I think my predictions are actually very accurate. I think they're just a little bit premature, just like other things in my life. But nonetheless, they're guaranteed. They're guaranteed in the long run, and that's what I like. I like guaranteed, guys. I like the math to make sense. I don't like to go at things when there is no math to back it up, and that's a lot of the reasons I don't sit here and tell you guys that a majority of my portfolio is in BTC, because even though it has the most hash power, it's the biggest market cap coin. There's some things about that BTC Bitcoin that do not make sense to me from a fundamental technical standpoint. And I'm not a tech guy. It's just basic stuff. When you go to the repository on GitHub and see that there's just not a lot going on there, there's no upgrades happening to the network really, and the price keeps growing. I just, I'm not going to put all my money. And you guys know I own Bitcoin. I'm not sitting here saying that Bitcoin's bad or anything. It's the fundamental reason I got into crypto in the beginning. But I like to put myself out there, guys, as somebody that's going to go for bigger gains. I'm not looking for 300-400%. If Bitcoin goes to 300-400%, what are we looking at? We're looking at $300,000 Bitcoin. Let's say we're at, we're at under 60. Let's say we go 400%. You're at 250,000 Bitcoin. 4 times 4, add the 50. You're at 200. So if we go up 400%, you're only going to be at 400% gain. So you go up 400%. That's not a lot, really. And that's a lot from a Wall Street guy, but from a crypto guy, like 400% is really nothing. That's why when we went up to Bitcoin Cash from 200 to 680, we went up 200%. It wasn't that exciting. We were talking about it, but we were only talking about it to let everybody know that these aren't the gains that are really why we're here. We're looking for those 8 to 20x. Obviously, at least that's what I'm doing. I'm not looking to get a 400 or 500% gain. And if Bitcoin goes to 250,000 or 300,000, 400% gain is not going to really do it for me. That's not going to push my bag where I need it to go. I need it to go in the 7 to 1,200% gain. Obviously, 20 would be fantastic. And there probably will be a handful of coins, even that I sell, that probably go well over that. There might be that moonshot coin that, like fucking Dash going back up to $1,000. Like, what would that be? That would be over 20x. So it's been to 50. It's been to 1,500 before. So if it goes there again, we're looking at 30x. We're looking at 3,000% gains. Now, I don't know that I'm going to be in that moonshot coin when it does that, but maybe I will be by definition what propels it to do that in the first place. Meaning, my sell order packaged with a whole bunch of other sell orders actually causes the price to look and appear a certain way to somebody coming in. A lot of people don't think of it like that. They think, oh, well, the market's just where I come in and where I come out. And I tell people, you wish it was that simple. You wish it was that simple. But a lot of times, guys, when you establish positions in crypto, you hold these positions for a long period of time, and then you start selling these positions into the bull market, you're going to start to see that a lot of the coins you sell actually go up a lot higher. And, that's just the double-sided evil of crypto. That's why I keep telling you, don't try to catch every gain. Don't try to catch every loss. Just try to average it out and try to make it make sense over the long term. Like, even when Bitcoin Cash was at $100, I was still selling it and I was still okay with it because I know that some of my coins are going to be sold a lot higher. Obviously, you guys know I'm all into crypto. Being all into crypto does present its own problems. When the coins are down, you're now spending coins at the theoretical, either unrealized or realized loss, which in some cases, some of my coins have experienced that. But that's just the thing when you go all in, right? So, anywho, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, 400 are going to do it for me. I expect you 10x. ETC, I think, will be a 10x coin. You know, I really do, because ETC has such a strong. Here's the thing about coins, guys. Let me just take a swig here. Here's the thing with ETC, guys. Okay. What's the price on it, first off? Oh, what's the price on it? ETC right now is at, we'll say it's 17 bucks. For easy math purposes, we'll say it's at 20 bucks, right? Right? We'll say it's at 20 bucks. So if it goes 10x, it's at 220. Okay, if it goes up 20x, we're into the $400 range. We're up to the 420. So you might see me smoke a little bit of Chiba if it hits that price, if you know what I mean, on the 420. So my point is, what was my point? There are some coins that are going to do the 20x gain. Obviously, you know, I can't tell you which ones. I don't know, guys. Obviously, you know, I'd be sitting here lying to you. That's why I don't respect YouTubers that say, oh, it's going to for sure do this. None of this stuff could happen. I'm playing into the fact that some of the coins will do that. And I also think coins like Dash and Zcash, being such low volumes and low amount of people trading these coins, it's going to give the exchanges an opportunity for arbitrage. It's going to give exchanges an opportunity to pump certain coins that are going to notably bring people in that are going to be absurd gains. And if you're on the other side of that trade and you're already established in some of those positions, you know, obviously not telling you guys for sure, that's what I'm playing into with some of these moonshot coins. And then I'm going to take some of that cash and diversify out of some of those coins. Obviously not catching the very top. I'm okay not catching the very top. I don't care, because I'm going to come back in later on and I'm going to catch a lower low. So again, like, there are going to be coins that do the 20x gain. $400 Ethereum Classic, in my opinion, is possible. And that's putting it well over 20%, 20x gain. 2 times 2 is 400. Add the 20, at 420 bucks, 20 gain, 20x, you're at 2,000% gain. So there will be coins that do that. Again, I don't know. It actually puts you a lot higher. It puts you at like a 25x, I think, at 17 bucks, somewhere around there. But, you know, 2,500% gain, guys, is plenty. You know, I mean, fuck, you know, if Wall Street people could predict that, they would be coming in here a lot faster and we'd already be going there. But again, it's not everybody's going to catch that. You know, a lot of people are going to be coming into Ethereum Classic at $100, 200, 300. So you think if you come into Ethereum Classic at $100 and it goes to 400, well, you're only up, what, 300%? You're only up 300%. There's a big difference in being up 300% and being up 2,500%. There's a huge, huge spread and a big, big difference there. That's why I keep telling you, don't try to come in a coin that's going up. It's just like people that got in, like me, you know, Bitcoin Cash at $100. When we were at 680, we were already up almost a little over 500%. People that came in at 300, when it went to 600, they were only up 1x. So there's a big difference there. That's why I keep telling you, the coins that have not started their initial climb, and we saw this a little bit out of Zcash not too long ago, where we saw Zcash spike up 38% in a month, you know, and then now it's came back down. I think it's down, you know, but it's still up. That's what I'm saying. So if you can establish some of these positions at the lower lows, it doesn't matter if it goes up 100% and comes down 50%. Once it starts climbing and it starts going up 400 or 500% from that initial point you were in, you're going to be sitting a lot fatter than somebody trying to sit here and just, oh, I'm going to go in on this coin now and then that coin tomorrow and then this one next week. Yeah, in a bull market, you'll get gain because crypto is giving you the illusion that what you're doing is smart. It's giving you the illusion that you're trading very well because you're, you know, tripling and quadrupling your money. But you don't realize if you would have just stayed in the positions that you initially got in super low and then rode it all the way to the top, you'd be up a lot more. You know, and that just doesn't happen for most people. They start trading out, they come back in, and they trade out, and then they come back in, and then it fucking dumps. And Yeah, I just know you're not really being realistic, dude. You know why you're not? Because what you're saying is not making sense. So what coins do you hold, Mert? Since you're like the all knowing Messiah, I'm so curious to what your bag is. You know, if you have if you're not into altcoins, what are you into? Just Bitcoin? You want to ride Bitcoin to, what, 250,000, 400% gain? I can guarantee you that if Bitcoin goes to 250,000, there will be multiple dozens, hundreds of coins that exceed that. I guarantee that. If Bitcoin goes to 250,000, there will be altcoins that trump that amount 10 times over. There will be coins that do 40x in a bull market of that size. It's just a lot of people don't get it. They think that Bitcoin is the only one. That's because they've been buying into the marketing campaign that's so readily pushed by Blockstream and a handful of other conglomerates that are pushing that narrative. And let me just say it again for anybody who's just tuning in. If Bitcoin goes $200,000 to $250,000, we'll say it's at 50,000, it's at 54,000. For simple math, we'll put it at 50,000. Bitcoin goes to 250,000. That would be a 400% gain, right? Right? 250,000 would be a 400% gain. 50,000 times 4 is 200,000 plus the initial be 250,000 US dollars. 400% gain, which means for simple math, that's not a lot in crypto. For crypto math, it's not a lot. Because if Bitcoin does go to 250,000, I'm going to say Litecoin, I'm going to say a handful of other coins are going to go way above that. They're going to go 10x, they're going to go 20x. So you're looking at a third of the gains, okay, if you go into BTC. Now, BTC, obviously, for the record, has to go there for these other altcoins and trading pairs to get pushed to those higher seismic amounts, right? If we just see a market that's not getting propelled by some driving force, and we saw this in 2021, look what Tesla did. Look why do you think Elon Musk was talking about Dogecoin so much? Because most people that went into Dogecoin purchased Bitcoin to go into Dogecoin. There were some places you could buy, like Robinhood. There were places in the United States where you could go directly towards Doge. But a lot of people weren't going into Dogecoin. A lot of people are going from Bitcoin and then trading Bitcoin for Doge. So Elon Musk actually gained money from his Bitcoin holdings by promoting Doge. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. These coins, a lot of these coins have trading pairs with various coins, meaning if you go to an exchange, a lot of the people that are trading the altcoin market are trading from Bitcoin as a starting point, meaning Bitcoin acts as the vector to bring new people in. As Bitcoin price goes up, we also see altcoins, which some people say altcoins are nothing more than derivatives products, which I don't really believe. But we see the derivatives products get pumped more. So if you see Bitcoin gain 100%, you're going to see several altcoins go 200%. Or whatever, or 110%, or 120, or 10x, or whatever, because those trading pairs have volumes and buy and sell orders and order books built out on various exchanges. So if you see Bitcoin rise 100%, it's going to trigger all these buy and sell orders on these altcoins that have trading pairs pegged to it, or paired to it, not pegged to it, paired to it. But you could say theoretically pegged to it because the price discovery on some of these altcoins is dependent on BTC going up. Just in the same respects, I'll give you another example. When ETH goes up, Ethereum goes up, we see Ethereum markets, meaning the ERC20 tokens and the Ethereum token memes go up more because that same principle works with Ethereum. The buy and sell orders and the order books are based on Ethereum, meaning if Ethereum breaks certain levels, it's going to trigger buy and sell orders and buy and sell walls to be taken down from certain altcoins. Meaning, if that market goes up, the Ethereum price goes up, you can best believe that there's going to be ERC20 tokens that supersede that gain in Ethereum. Same thing with BTC. Same thing with Bitcoin Cash. Anything pegged to certain coins on various exchanges, it's more likely going to be the case. Yeah, pyramid scheme. That's going to be something like BitConnect, OneCoin. The coins that are at the top of the screen here, guys, they're not a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme is when you bring more people in, and then eventually those people run out of new people to bring in, and the price collapse. That's not going to happen with the coins at the top of the channel here, because there's only a certain amount of these coins, and not only that, the coin tokenomic price is actually built in based on mining and hash power and nodes. So it's not accurate for somebody to say a pyramid scheme is these coins that we're talking about here on the channel. It is accurate to say that a lot of coins are pyramid schemes. A lot of cryptocurrencies are. Like I said, the biggest ones that I can think of were coins like BitConnect, right? That would probably be the biggest one. OneCoin, Plus Token. These were all pyramid schemes, and they all went to zero because eventually there was nobody else to come in to subsidize the founders dumping their bag on everybody over time. So they eventually went to zero. But the closest thing that you could say that we've had recently with a pyramid scheme was like maybe you could label FTX as being a pyramid scheme type investment exchange, because on some respects they were using new funds to come in to funnel their FTT token, which therefore played into some of the speculation with crypto prices. But with a pyramid scheme, guys, when it comes crashing down, it means the coins crash to zero. They don't crash to just new lows. We didn't see that with Bitcoin. We didn't see that with the altcoin market. That's because by fundamentals, the coins like Bitcoin and some of these implementations of Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, they only have 21 million, right? There's only a certain amount of coins. And when you back that by not only mining node operators and either like proof of stake consensus in the case of Neo and Ethereum, it's not valid, and it's not accurate to label them as Ponzi schemes or pyramid schemes, because it's just simply not true. But yeah, there are pyramid schemes in crypto, and we've seen them play out over the years. Like I said, Plus Token, OneCoin, BitConnect, a lot of these meme tokens are Ponzi schemes. But it's not fair to say crypto is a Ponzi scheme or crypto is a pyramid scheme. That's just a bold-faced lie. So I'm sorry, you're wrong on that. Prepare for 16. Hope you have enough cash to save. You're an idiot, man. In fact, see, that's the thing, guys, is like, I'll give somebody so many fucking chances until they just get banned. So there you go. 24-hour timeout. Have fun thinking about you being stupid. Because it just gets to a point, guys, where it's like, all right, is this person just not on the same page with us, or are they just being disrespectful and just saying a bunch of crap that's not true? So, like I said, you're more than willing to get say whatever you want here on the channel, and I will literally let it slide till it's just filling up the chat with garbage, and at that point you'll just be banned for 24 hours, and you're welcome to come back, Matt or Mert or Matt Demir, Mert Demir. But I'm not just gonna tolerate somebody just saying a whole bunch of stuff that's not true, and that's just disrespectful. It's just go somewhere else and do that, right? So I was gonna talk something about something. We're gonna do comments, I think. So we got more whiny butts in the comments section. So see what they have to say here. So glad I sold all my cryptos at 70K and didn't FOMO. Now I'm sitting here with more money than I could ever dream of to buy the dips in the coming months. Okay, good for you, buddy. New knock, the Win 5. Unfortunately, the altcoin market has been stumped, too diluted. Many coins will not have enough liquidity to go around. As you can see clearly, many alts will not go back to previous all-time highs. Yeah, that's probably the case, and that's what I was saying is like, a lot of these meme tokens, a lot of these coins, maybe they'll go up, but I wouldn't count on it because they're not based on fundamentals, guys. And like I said, I like to trust the math. It gets to the point where you either trust the math or you're just degenerately gambling, because we're all definitely gambling in this space, but it's based on odds, right? That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, is that there's much more odds and likelihood of the coins that we're talking about here on the channel playing out, rather than you going to every other YouTube that talks about crypto other than BTC. There's a handful of channels that only talk about BTC, because they know that BTC is likely never going to go down past a certain threshold, so they can get away with just talking about that one coin. But any other channel that you go to, good night, Mr. Full. Any other channel you go to that are talking about meme tokens or any of the other coins, go ahead and buy those coins as much as you want. I recommend don't buy hardly any. Buy like $1 and come back to that coin in 6 months or a year. And you'll find something very common with all these YouTubers, that they're just promoting coins that are for their own self-benefit. You might say, well, oh, you're just doing that too. Well, not really, because the coins that I'm talking to, not only have I been holding and establishing indefinitely, I plan on establishing and promoting these coins indefinitely. So there is a big stark difference between that. That's why if you go to a lot of YouTubers on crypto, they're talking about coins that have unlimited supply. There's no cap supply. There's no mining. There's no node operators. There's nobody mathematically suggesting that they have any good intention at all, other than them just talking a bunch of BS to try to get their coins to go up. I like to trust the math. Okay, that's what I like to trust. And if you're not you don't have to trust me, guys. You just have to trust the math at the end of the day. And that's why you'll notice that if you look up these coins that we're talking about, even the ones that are down in the short term, a lot of these coins like Dash, they're still up overall. Like, let's take a peek at it. Just for, I like to back up what I say. I don't like to just say stuff. So let's just see how Dash is doing overall. Like, you might say, well, dude, it's down. Like, look at the charts. It's down for the year 10%. And it's up 11. It's up 11. What is that? 1,181%. It's up over a 11x on the overall chart. Yeah, it's been around for over a decade. Obviously, there's coins that have done better. But like, look at the log chart. It doesn't look that bad at all. Do I care if I don't care if I get in at $50 or $23, because once we start making that initial climb, it's going to be more clear that these were all buying positions. Down here, even up here, even at some of the higher ones, maybe not so much at 1,000, but you get my drift. So I like to go with the math. That's my thing. Let's look at another coin. Let's look at NEO. So yeah, another coin that's like not doing the greatest. It's up 25% for the year, but in crypto, we know that's not a lot. But guys, it's up 5,000%. 5,000%, guys. Are you guys hearing me on that? 5008. It's up 5,000%. So I'd say NEO's doing pretty good. If you look at it again on the log chart, which differentiates the momentum factor from just the same amount of positions in the gain all the way up, you'll start to see that like a lot of positions, whether you're getting in at NEO at $2 or $9, it's easier to rationalize that it's a coin that's going to be here. Again, this coin's been around for over 7 years. So, like, it's mind-boggling to me that people won't do the research on this. They don't want to spend the time to look. It's like Litecoin is up 1,346%. Obviously, it's been around for 10 years. There's coins that have done better, but like, it's still doing all right, and it's around long enough to guarantee that it's not going to go anywhere. So a lot of these people, they jump in on these coins that have been around for like a month or two, and they just have all these hopes and dreams that these coins are just going to keep going up forever. And there's no bottom to these coins, I'll tell you, because there's no finite supply. There's nobody guaranteeing the math behind what it is that people are buying. And that's what I'm saying. There's no bottom to them. There's no amount of how low it can go on a lot of these coins. Like Book of Meme, Pepe, none of these coins have any fundamental value that's going to be guaranteed by math. It could be guaranteed on the upside by manipulation. Yeah, you might get lucky. But I would say that if there was a real way to take an accurate poll on people going into these type coins, you would see that like most people, I would say 95%, maybe even more, end up losing on these type coins. And that's kind of the thing is I'd rather go with the math on some of these and know that my money is going to be at least there. It might not be in the green constantly, but it's not going to be in the red for sure. You know, that's what I like, especially if I keep buying these coins as they go down, which I have some coin purchases I'm red on. I have some that I'm green on. I'm not green on every one of my purchases, but I'm doing all right, right? All right, so let's read a few more comments. We're gonna wrap it up here. Like here's somebody going into a coin named Puppy. So let's look at Puppy. It might be up 1,000%, but again, I just don't think it's based on anything, right? So I'm gonna assume, there's a couple different Puppy coins. I'm just trying to give you an idea here of what we're even looking at. Like, okay, nothing there. So, like, these don't even have volume. Oh, man. Yes, people are so confused, man. They're so fucking confused. Let's look at this one. Again, these aren't even real tokens, guys. We're not even looking at these because they're not even real coins. They're not even tokens. They're literally scams that somebody like me could go online and create, start twittering and paying to market, and people go into. It's just, you know what? There's a great channel that I would recommend you guys check out. I'm going to pull it up real quick here because I like to look at it every once in a while for a good laugh. Because if you guys don't believe what we're talking about here on the channel, well, here's somewhere you can go look for somebody that will tell you all about scams. The tag is at Wall Street King.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Logan here, stock investor, aka crypto investor, back with another video. Today we're going over the top 3 central exchanges for crypto, in my opinion.
So what do you think of this guy? If you watch every one of his videos, he's got over 3,000 videos, and every one of his tokens he talks about, basically, I would say 99% of them are all scams. And all of his coins, all of his coins actually, his videos are actually all the same because there's nothing he can talk about.
Society evolved.
So we'll watch a little.
What's up, everybody? Logan here, stock investor, aka crypto investor, back with another video. Today we're going over the half of Pepe token. Ticker symbol is PE. Now this is a fairly new token on the Solana blockchain.
So my point is, there's nothing against this guy other than the fact that every single one of his videos are the same. And if you look at every coin he's talking about, there's some people watching these, but they're scams. He's promoting scams. He's either being paid to do it, and he's got 40,000 subscribers, but the fact that most of his videos only get about 10 or 20 views, I would not even trust this guy. These are even real subscribers. So when you go down to the world of crypto, you start to see, what crypto really is, and you start to notice that a lot of this stuff is just scams. They're scams, guys. At the end of the day, a scam is a scam. So if you guys want to buy them, you might get lucky, but just think that your luck will run out at some point. It's not going to make you millions. It's not going to make you a lot of money. And, that's why I trust the math, guys. I trust the math. Shout outs to 10Goo CNTB. What's good, my dude? Always saying hey to my dogs. You must be a dog lover, my dude. And I am too. I'm right there with you. Positive vibes, good, happy vibes. That's what we like to see on the channel, guys. We like to keep everything in a positive mindset, because what's the point of being negative? What is that going to get us? Is that going to do anything good for crypto if we're just having a sour attitude all the time? You guys have a bad attitude, go on a run. Clear your head. Go on a workout or something. Try not to bring negativity into your world. It's not good for you. So we have been doing a couple of videos. We're getting back into working here. I've been focusing on work here recently, guys. That way I can buy more crypto at the end of the day. So I hope you guys are okay and like some of the videos I've been doing about Tijuana, Rosarito, and some of these places down here in Mexico that I'm living. They're really good deals. So I hope that you find that there's value into some of these things. If whoever the jackass was that said my real estate license is expired, yes, it's technically expired. It has nothing to do with me doing work down here in Mexico. And to be fair, my expired license is going to be reinstated basically when I decide I want it to be. I've already taken the course to reinstate it. So again, these are people that are like, I'm trying to give you guys good content, and people are manipulating the content and trying to find something wrong with it just any way they can, whether it's saying my real estate license as of right now, yes, is expired, but it's also being reinstated whenever I decide I want to pay the fee. I've already taken the class, which is basically the only thing you have to do to reinstate your license. And the class was a bit challenging, but I'm done with it. I have the code to put in the Department of Real Estate. And like I said, when I decide when I get a client and I want to reinstate, I'll pay that fee and put the code in, and boom, it's there. But like I try to do videos, and somebody took that video and found a way to manipulate it into a negative connotation with my name. So my point is like, people can do that all day long, guys. I just use it as fuel. And if anybody in your life's ever being negative, just use it as fuel to do positive stuff, because you'll notice that the world is full of fucking whiny butts and haters and people that are self-entitled to everything on the planet. And these people are soon, very quickly, as we're moving into a downshifting economy, realizing that they're not entitled to a damn thing, that nobody cares about their negativity other than themselves, and it's not going to get them anywhere. So that's the funniest thing. That's the funniest thing about negative people, whether it's in the real world or the crypto world, is these people always end up staying exactly where they're at. They never progress. So if you have a negative attitude, I'm here to tell you, it's all in your fucking head. And the quicker you get it out of your head, the better off you'll be. Because nobody likes a negative person. Nobody likes somebody that's just negative all the time and talking about how bad everything is and all this stuff. I know people like this that are like this, and I can look these people up in 10 years and they'll be in the exact same spot if they do not change their attitude. And that attitude, it doesn't bring anything positive to your life. So again, the prices of crypto, things in the real world, it's not happy-go-lucky all the time, but it's stupid to just have a negative outlook on life, guys. Life is not that bad. If you have food in the fridge, if you have a fridge, you're better off than some people in this world. If you have food to eat, if you have a job, if you have a place to live, if you have some money in the bank, or you have crypto or money in the bank to buy crypto, even better, you're not doing that bad. So just try to focus on what you do have. And remember, all you have is all you need. So if you don't have anything, more reason to get going, more reason to get started, more reason to get your life in a positive direction. That's what I try to bring to this channel. A lot of people, a lot of these same negative people, they'll drop comments like, oh, what is this channel? A real estate channel or a crypto channel? But these are also the same people that go on here and say, oh, don't trust this guy. He's trying to sell Mexican real estate with an expired license. Like, dude, you don't even need a license to sell real estate in Mexico. And I technically have a expired real estate license. And if you did any research at all, you would know it's very easy to reinstate my license at will. And it will be instated at will. And you guys are going to be hearing on this channel about how many fucking houses I'm selling. And that's not to toot my own horn, because I've been getting busy and I'm going to be selling a lot of fucking houses. And everybody on this channel is going to be seeing it directly pour into crypto. So it's going to be a beneficial factor for me and people that are in a positive mindset, that have a positive outlook on life. Because if you have a negative outlook on life, you are done, my friend. You're not going to ever get out of that unless you have a positive attitude. So I suggest getting a workout in, maybe going on a run, but it doesn't have to be that. It's just, you got to get that negativity, guys, out of your head. That is not what we're doing here on the channel. We're a positive influencing crypto channel that is going places in life, that is going places on this channel. And, I hope that everybody on here keeps a positive mind, keeps a positive attitude. Obviously, health and stuff, these kind of things kind of gear into that. But just, you got to have a positive mindset about this. You're never going to get anywhere. And you're not going to get anywhere in crypto. You're not going to get anywhere in life. Because I had a negative attitude for fucking years. And for those years, I didn't get anywhere. I never progressed at all. So once you change your mind, everything starts changing. And then you become what you're supposed to be. But I just really can't stress that enough, guys. I appreciate you, John, saying that about the channel. We just try to keep it light here. We try to keep everything fundamentally accurate. You know, we shoot the crap every once in a while. You know, I joke around. Sometimes I make these little parody videos and things, but at the end of the day, we're trying to keep a positive mindset because we know keeping a positive mindset is going to be good for one, our health, for one, our crypto bag, and for one, our overall self-being of enjoying our life. You know, nobody likes a whiny butt. Nobody likes a complainer. So just stay positive out there, guys. We are doing the damn thing on a daily basis. Like I said, trying some new videos out. I appreciate everybody following all the different eclectic things that we have on the channel. Like I said, hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate everybody coming down to the live stream, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.